behind you. Look behind you.
The doors all squeak and the windows creak and the ceilings leak 'cause the roof's antique and you hear a shriek and your legs feel weak. It's a haunted house. There's a dismal moan like a weird trombone and the old ham bone is suddenly thrown. You are all alone with the great unknown in the haunted house. There's only one good spirit, it's the spirit in the bottle. With shaking hands you pull the cork and pour some down your throttle. There's a clank of chains and the smell of drains and a gory stain where the Duke was slain. If you've got chilblains and varicose pain in the haunted house. From the old oak beam hangs a corpse you seem to feel a wet stream with a sinister gleam, and you wake with a scream from a horrible dream of the haunted house. But a cavalier with a dreadful leer tries to disappear through the chiffonier, and you cling with fear to the chandelier. It's the haunted house. The air is full of clammy claws that clutch you by the collar. So gargle night and morning just in case you have to holler. There are lights and slights and awful frights in flesh-pink tights, but at dead of night comes a woman in white, so you're quite all right in the haunted house. When the old church clock strikes 12, there's a knock with a sudden shock. You remember the lock on the door is a crock. Oh, why did you mock at the haunted house? It's as black as pitch and your eyeballs twitch in the darkest niche. It's a dirty witch and the lighting switch is out of reach in the haunted house. When the slavey spills the gravy, why is she so pallid? Something poked her in the pantry when she fetched the salad.
I'm filled with dread, yes, I'm nearly dead. I saw a head underneath my bed. Come out if you can, I can do with a man
in the haunted house.
All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Halloween. So excited that we're all here together. I know I usually hop on a little bit earlier, but I wanted to give you guys all the cute vintage cartoon stuff. That's what I wanted to do first. Let me secure this hair situation. Woo! How is everyone? I hope you're well. I definitely am annoyed that I need to turn my AC up a little bit. We're just not getting the chilly weather yet. Emotional. Joe, I'm sorry. Good morning, Jessica. I'm so sorry. Happy Halloween. Blessed Samhain to you too, Jelena. Okay, I was looking to turn my AC up just a little bit because I'm kind of wearing like more clothes than I'm used to right now. All right. I know, it's a crazy time of year right now. I just want to wear this, and I just want to talk and drink warm beverages with you all. Yasna, you did make it in time. Yay. I know it's tough when you're literally on like the other side of the planet. Hi, good morning, Shayla. Oh, thank you. I kind of slapped it on. I just woke up and was like, okay, I'm gonna force myself to do makeup for class and like more than usual. Also, this is gonna be my first big movement class since I got my leg tattooed. It's in a good place now. Like, I'm excited to move around and move my body. But every time I take an extended break, like I'm forced to slow down, it's always a bit jarring to come back, if you know what I mean. So today's gonna be kind of mellow. I'll go over what props we need. Let me shift gears a little bit. Yeah. So here's what we're going to do during class. Oh, also, why do I not have my cute lights on? We can't do class without cute lights. We need cute lights. Let's see what color I want to make them. I feel like I'm vibing with the whole orangey pumpkin situation. I feel like that needs to continue. And then if you're hopping on in chat, I want you to tell me about your mean little tight spots that need some TLC and attention today. It's my plan to go into your hips a little bit. I kind of like that. The red lights in the back. The red glowies, I feel like that works. Oh, your thighs are still feeling Saturday. What did we do Saturday? We did sculpt on Saturday, that's right. It's like I totally forgot. Hey Rachel, glad you're here. Tracy Lynn Care, TLC. Hips, low back, shoulders for sure. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. My hips really need it, like my legs really need to stretch. So that's kind of my goal, is to do a little bit of everything. I'll give you guys in chat a couple more minutes if you're like, oh yeah, second that. And I'll go over what we are gonna use. All right. So I would love to, at some point, do a little bit of hip trigger point there. I'm like, this hoodie's gonna just bug me. We're just gonna throw it down. So I have these bowls with me here. You don't need two, we can just use one. But this is going to be an amazing tool for your hip, your IT band, and your glutes. We're gonna try to get into those a lot today. So we're gonna stretch you out, move you out, and then roll it out a little bit. And for some of like the intro hip stretches, if you want to work on blocks, I always like to recommend working on blocks. So I've got mine here at the top. I've been really vibing with the cork. The cork's been doing it for me. And then also sometimes I like a yoga strap, or just a strap in general. Knee padding, all those things can be really, really helpful for you. Glutes are in a state. I bet they are. Yeah, I was like, let's do pistol squats, everybody. All right, also I'm gonna turn down this audio. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't mark me too hard for using that. Let me just grab a Spotify playlist should you want to use it. Let's see, I had all these cute ones for October. I mean, I always like to, encourage people vibing to what they want to vibe on, but if you ever want something, let's see, what do we got in here? I have so many Halloween bar. How many Halloween bar classes have I created? 50 trillion. I don't know. This is all over the board, you guys. This one's kind of cute. It's not that chill, but you know how it goes. That's a cute one. All right. Hey, stop it. Stay right there. All right, we're going back to scene. I'm stripping down. I'm putting on a playlist for myself in my own ears. You can, again, listen to whatever you want to listen to. And we're gonna start. Oh, that's cute. Kind of automatically connected to this. We're gonna start in a seated position. Seated position. So I just want you to find like crisscross applesauce somewhere, anywhere on your mat. My little headphones like auto connected to my computer, so I'm just going to disconnect them. There we go. Now we're free. And as you sit here on your mat, with your sit bones rooted into the ground, your spine up nice and tall, I want you to just take a few breaths. Grounding yourself, inviting yourself into your own space. This playlist is so cute. We'll do 3 more breaths just like that. And when you reach that final breath, I want you to lower your chin towards your chest. Feeling a little stretch into the back of your neck. And then rock your left ear over towards your left shoulder. And right ear over towards your right shoulder. Good. Keep going side to side just like that. I'm just facing you because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. The next time your left ear comes over towards your left shoulder, let's keep it there. And I want to give you 2 options. Right hand can come out to the side, fingertips on the ground or even on a block. Or you can tuck this right arm behind you, just like a little wing. Good. We'll bring your head back to neutral. If your arm got tucked behind you, bring it back out to your side. And then we'll reach it up towards the ceiling. And then we're gonna arc up and over towards your left-hand side. You can just lay onto that left hand, work all the way down to the forearm. It just depends on your mobility on this right-hand side. Inhale, breath. Exhale, round the chest down, and then open everything back up. Again, let's round it down. And all the way back up. Really stretch out through that top arm one more time. Round it down. And then open up the chest towards the ceiling. Breath in. Exhale, let's bring you all the way up to center and do the same thing on the other side. So starting with just the neck, lean the head over to your right, left fingertips on the ground, or you want to tuck that arm behind you. Yeah, I'm thinking about what Rachel said about her shoulders. Because I haven't stretched in like 4 days since the tattoo, my shoulders are like kind of terrifyingly tight and uneven. So I'm gonna really do some shoulder work after this. All right, we'll bring your head back up to neutral. Left arm is gonna reach up. I should probably take this top off now because it's just gonna wanna eat the microphone. And then we'll side bend up and over to your right. Hand or forearm comes down. Oof. Really reach, really stretch out through that left arm. And then let's round the chest down and open it back up. I'm just trying to keep the mic open. Love a cowl neck, but Jesus, round it down and open back up. So good. Last time, really stretch out through that left arm. Round the chest down. And then bring yourself all the way back up. Ooh. And then we're gonna move on to all fours, tabletop position. Let me escape. Love you, Melodia, for this rad top. One of my favorites. All right, now once you get onto all fours tabletop position, pretty much right away, I want us to go into child's pose. So open up your knees nice and wide, touch your toes together, and sit your hips back. So the intention with this is I want to try to get your shoulders into bilateral flexion. So both of them are reaching forwards. You can even activate through the fingertips and come up onto the fingertips. I like to call these spider fingers. Very appropriate for today. We'll take another breath in here. And a breath out. Great, let's turn it into a side body stretch. Walk those little spidery fingertips over to your left. Walk them up and over to the right. And then we'll bring you back to center and forwards onto all fours. Now right away, I want you to spin on your left knee, center your left hand, and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling so you're in a modified side plank. Take some big arm circles. You can start backstroke or front stroke, whatever feels more intuitive. Ooh, maybe this bra was a poor choice. Big circles. I'm giving myself a show over here. We'll reverse those circles. Oh my God. And then we'll bring you all the way back down to the ground. Adjusting top, please hold. And then we'll open up to the other side. So modified side plank. We'll just see what happens. Big arm circles. I know I don't got much, but that doesn't matter. Ooh. All right, last two. And let's reverse it. Great, last three. Last two. And one. Let's bring you back onto all fours, tabletop. And then I want you to take a kneeling position and grab up a strap if you have it. We're gonna do some shoulder flossing. Now, if you don't have a strap, it's really easy to use some kind of long piece of fabric, a long sleeve t-shirt, a towel. Like, I'll show you how I would do it with that. Because ideally we want to try to get to wider than shoulder width. Boom. We're gonna go up and back. Up and forwards, yeah? If I were strapless and just needed something, I can legit roll this t-shirt up and do the same thing. What's nice is it's got some give, right? So if you have really tight shoulders, stretch fabric can be really helpful. All right, we're gonna spend about 60 seconds shoulder flossing here because I wanna give you enough time to explore. You can go around and out to the side. Yeah, a lot of ways to skin this cat. So explore. If you don't like doing it from kneeling, like down, you can also come up on your knees, or you can even do it standing if you just don't want to be on your knees at all. Great. Keep going, keep flossing. I just really need to focus on my right shoulder, so I'm gonna take a few more rounds here. Also, if you have neither, if you're strapless, you don't even have a t-shirt, you're just literally doing this class out naked in the wild, you could, of course, just do hands on a wall and do a cat stretch. That's always a really great substitute for this. Who knows, maybe you don't have anything but an internet connection. That's just your life. All right, last 10 seconds. And I want you to hold on the mean spot. Try to bring the ribs in. Notice when I let them splay out versus when I pull everything in. Engage the arms against the strap for 3. Actually want to choke up a little bit more. 2. Nicely done. Last one. Let's ditch that strap. Oh, that feels better. You can just slide it to the front of your mat. And we're going to do a little wake up for your core. We're going to come, I don't know how to speak words today. We're going to go onto your forearms into a forearm plank position, okay? You can step your feet back. You can also keep your knees down. Notice that in both of these positions, I'm really focusing on my posterior tilt. So that means I'm trying to tuck my tailbone underneath me. So knees down or knees up. I don't want to see booties in the sky. I know that's a surprising statement from me, but this is my exception. So find your forearm plank, either knees up or knees down. We're going to hold, we're going to breathe for 20 more seconds. Push the forearms into the ground and really work the protraction across your shoulder blades too. Great conditioning for the shoulders. Great. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. and 1. Let's all bring our knees and our hips down to the ground. And then we're all gonna press the tops of your feet into the earth. Now, all of us are going to keep our knees down because here's what our move is going to be. We're gonna open up our chest to the front, push into the forearms, lift up the hips. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, push into the ground, lift the hips. All of us are doing the same thing. Knees down, abs in, stretch and engage. You've got 5 more to do. Come on. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Walk the knees forward. Get back up onto all fours, tabletop position. Give me a cow position. Give me a cat position. One more time, cow pose. This time, tuck your toes. Exhale, push up and back into your downward facing dog. Nice. And once you're in this downward facing dog, really focus on the legs being the point that's stretching. And what I mean by that is if you're feeling this stretch mainly in your low back, see if you can move some of that stretch to focus on the legs by bending your knees, focusing on pointing your sit bones up to the sky, kind of at a back angle behind you. Again, I like to do the knee pedaling. To me, that always feels really, really good. We're gonna spend 10 more seconds kind of wiggling in your downward facing dog, and then we're gonna try to settle into some stillness and do some flow movement. Great. Last round of breath here. And then let's settle into your downward facing dog. Lift up your heels nice and high. That's an inhale breath. Exhale, bend into your knees. Look forward to the front. And then let's step to the front. You're going into a forward fold. You're not in this little goblin squat like I am. All right, from that forward fold, let's lengthen out into your halfway lift. And with your exhale, fold back forwards. Inhale, rise up to standing. Try to work through a flat spine if you can. And exhale, relax the arms by your side body. Again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, see if you can take the hands behind you now. Interlace your fingers, touch the palms together. You can use the strap if you want to. Inhale, breath, and exhale, chest expansion, forward fold. Oh my God. Yikes. All right, let's bend your elbows, release your hands down. Blocks can come underneath them if you really, really need it. Cross your right leg behind the left. Feet are flat. Bend into your left knee. Get sassy in the right hip. That just means it's trying to poke out to the side. Walk your hands or hands on blocks over to the left-hand side. Great, let's bring you back to center, uncross, recross, same thing other side. So left goes behind you. Now bend into your right knee, lengthen out through the left leg, sassy into your left hip, and then we'll walk over to the right. Let's take you back to center. Uncross your legs. Halfway lift. With your exhale, fold to plant, and either you can step back into down dog, step back into high plank and do a chaturanga. You can even lower all the way down to the ground and do a cobra. Whatever feels good for you. We're all gonna meet back in our downward facing dog. 3-breath reset. Remember that focus we were working on our legs? It's the same here. One more round of breath. Let's move. Heels lift. Knees bend, look forward. Travel to the top. We're gonna meet in a halfway lift. So lengthen out through the spine again. Exhale, forward fold. Really curl up in cocoon. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, release the arms. Adjust the top. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Again, with the exhale, take your chest expansion grip behind you. Lift and open. Exhale, forward fold. Now, instead of just holding here and dangling, see what it feels like to bend your left knee and try to meet your left shoulder towards that left knee. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot if you want that additional calf stretch and outer ankle stretch on your right leg. So if you were looking at my right foot, it would look like I'm rolling my ankle. If you need like a little more of a brain cue for this one. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So come through center, bend into the right knee, try to meet your right shoulder towards that knee. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot. Oh my God. It's been a while since I did that one. Feels like hot fire. All right, let's get you back to center, bend the elbows, release the hands down. Let's plant them, step back into high plank, back to down dog, whatever you did on side one, or maybe now you feel like adding on. Back into downward facing, another 3-breath reset. Really take advantage of those breaths. Oxygenate your blood. All right, let's move through our last quote-unquote sunnae. Lift up your heels, bend your knees, look forward, travel to the front. Halfway lift is where we're meeting. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, release the arms by your side. Again, reach the arms all the way up. Instead of taking them behind you, let's bring them in front of you. Bend into your knees, sit down into a chair. In yoga, it's called Utkatasana, yeah? Interlace your fingers, press the palms forward. See how my arms are straight? Now try to bring your torso in alignment with those straight arms. Very tough. This is called half chair, Ardha Utkatasana. Heels also can get a little lift. To me, I notice it, even though it's still very challenging, it makes it feel like a little bit easier to get longer. You're here for 3. Wow, that's hard. Here for 2. And 1. Let's release, taking the heels down. Plant, you can now do hop backs, step backs, whatever your little heart desires. If you're doing those hop backs, do land with bent elbows. Trying to still land as light as you can. And we're back into downward facing. Again, 3 to 5 breaths here. Now I'm going to give you a little bit longer if you want. At the end of the 3rd or whatever breath, you can just come down into child's pose or dolphin. So a nice big shoulder opener here. Requires you to stay in your external rotation through your arms so that they don't splay out to the right and left. Good, we're staying for one more breath. And then we'll all come down onto our knees. take a little reset. I'm gonna tie my bra straps tighter. And we're gonna head on to our legs. I know I'm just kind of blasting through, but that's kind of what I wanted to do with class today. So on this one, having blocks will be really helpful. We're gonna do a lot of those hip flexor hamstring things that I always do, I know, and like to do, but then we're gonna try to twist them around and do some stuff with it. So be sure that your blocks are easy to grab at the front of your space. If you are going to need knee padding, especially if you're gonna have your knee down for things, then make sure that that's close by. I think I'm gonna be okay. We should see if we can try to get into some splits. Honestly, I think that would be a great idea. I know for some of you, you're like, splits! Why is that a good idea, Tracy? Because I said so. All right, let's go into a lunge. So right foot is gonna go to the front between your blocks. Yay. Left foot is back. Either toe is tucked or untucked, it really depends. So I'll show you why it depends. If you're doing your tuck, you're really focusing on lengthening the left leg. Holy hamstring or hip flexor. Then you will take it back into your hamstring stretch, yeah? If you're doing it with the foot down, you can be really kind to yourself and just go through your hip flexor into half split. Or you want to keep the toe like this. You want to try doing a lift, knee lowers to reset the foot and either take yourself back or to any of those hamstring stretches that I went over, yeah? So let's do this back and forth for about 30 seconds or so. Focus on your breath. This is where I like to just give people guidance, give people a pathway, but you get to choose how you go down that path. I like it. All right. The next time you're in a hamstring stretch, let's hold it. So that could be, again, any hamstring stretch of your choice. This runner stretch, your half splits. Nice, and then we'll bring ourselves back forward into our hip flexor stretch. And you can hold in this hip flexor, you can move around a little bit, or you can also take this into hip flexor and quad. So I like to lower my knee down, pad my knee if I need to. You can also pad your knee by just folding up your mat, yeah? And then see if it feels comfortable and okay to bend your left leg. You can reach back, give it a grab. Oh my God. This whole class is just gonna be me screaming. Appropriate Halloween class, it's just screaming. It's just terrifying stretches. See, and this sucks because like, I was travel teaching, I'm moving my body, but I wasn't on my self-practice, and as a teacher, it's so important to self-practice. Because now this feels just like bricks. All right, if you're quad stretching with me, really gently let that go. Ugh. And then all of us collectively are gonna lift that knee up, whether you did the quad stretch or not. And I want you to shorten up your stance a little bit. We're gonna do a twist. So we're gonna turn all of our toes over to the right, and we're gonna walk ourselves on our hands or on our blocks over to the right. So it's kind of like to me, this like looks like a wide fold, but with the legs crisscrossed, okay? It's a really kick-ass stretch for the outside of your hip. All right, I could spend all day here, so let's bring you back. Let's definitely widen out that stance again, lower the knee down. And then I want you to go into whatever your like 3/4 split is right here. So a little bit forwards with that foot. Try to hold your balance here. You can also bring hands onto your hips. Focus on tucking your tailbone. Last breath. And we'll bring the hands back to your blocks if they left. Let's deepen. See if you can go either just below your max, or if you're feeling comfortable to already go to your max, you can do that as well. All right. Another hold. Here we go. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Work out of that split. Step it back to all fours if your knee needs a little love. Sometimes I like to just step it out to the side. Good job, leg. All right, let's do side 2 because I know time is just blowing by. Left foot is gonna be in front. And again, we're going through kind of our preferred method of hip flexor hamstring stretch. So we'll take it up and back. You can keep it like that. You can do it like this. Up to you. That's kind of what I love about it. If you're following along to the playlist, we are on Black Number 1 by Typo Negative. Such a classic. Anthem, man. All right. Hamstring stretch hold. Find it, hold it, be in it, suffer, cry about it. Yeah, also something I want to tell you guys about this tattoo. I'm almost done with my leg sleeve, finally, and this last session was just huge panels of black on my hamstring, and I've never dealt with so much bruising. So in addition to just like swelling and discomfort, I was literally just bruised. So I'm just so excited to be able to do this right now and not be so tender. So relieved. Only took a week. All right, let's bring you back forwards. We'll lower your right knee. Again, if you use padding on the other side, use it here too. And then either you stay and you hang out in your hip flexor, or if you did your quad with me, then let's see about it. Bending into your knee and bringing the heel in towards your butt. The trick here is to try to keep your posterior tilt. I know that sounds damn near impossible, right? You're just like, no, I don't want a posterior tilt right now. My hamstring, my quad will rip off. All right, let's let go of this foot. We're all gonna meet in that runner stretch. So knee is up. Knee is up. Get the knee off the ground. And then we're gonna shorten up our stance a little bit. We'll turn our heels to the left, and we're gonna walk our blocks and or our hands towards center. Now when I'm here, it's really easy to just let your spine kind of round. Try, even though it sounds crazy, to lengthen your sit bones back behind you and flatten your spine out as much as you can. That way you do indeed get into those outer hips. Last 3. Good, good, good. Last 2. And then let's bring it back to the front. Oof. We'll deepen our stance. And we're going into whatever our 3/4 is. It's really good to do this. My contortion and handstand teacher, Irene, makes us do these every time. And I hate love her for it. But it really does help like literally everything else. When I'm working my splits, pretty much all my other movement practices are like on point. My handstands feel stronger, better. All right, now see if you want to work this balance. That's a true test of square hips right there. Let's bring your hands back down if they aren't floating, or if they are floating. And then let's go into either close to your max, or if you're just feeling ready for some full split action, I'm not gonna stop you. This is my quote unquote tighter side. I know I can get all the way down, but it really does feel like night and day versus my other side, so. Key is to just breathe. Fucking breathe. Good, after this, I'm gonna put foam roller balls in your butt. I'm saying that as a threat. All right, we got 3 more breaths here, because I always feel like I should just take more time on my shitty side. Let's get ourselves out of there. I'm gonna take my leg out to the side again. Get off that knee. All right. Now we're gonna do the rest of class pretty much on our butt or on our back, which is great. A lot of these shapes are going to have stretches within them. So if you don't have TPT balls, you can still do the stretches. You're just gonna be holding them longer than what you think. So, starting first, we're just gonna start strong. We're gonna do a figure 4, seated figure 4. So you're gonna be up on your butt. This is your figure 4 position. Yeah? So if you're without TPT balls, you're just gonna kind of hang out here for a second, work into the stretch. If you wanna go into ball land, this is probably one of the gnarliest ones to do. I just like to stick it right next to the hip I'm gonna put myself up on. You're literally gonna helicopter your ass up on it and start to work. Now, the square center of your butt is where your bones are, and that's not what you're trying to go for. You're not trying to go and put your sit bones on this ball. You're trying to get your booty meat on that ball. Yeah, this is really great if you have sciatica, if you have notoriously tight and angry hips, if you're training a lot of glutes. I mean, really everybody can benefit from this one. And the pattern that I'm kind of going for is like a half moon, like a little crescent moon. I'm going up almost to like my crack and then around to the outside of my butt. And again, your balls usually like to shift around, so if you need to like move them, do that. All right, we got like 20 more seconds. So if you're just holding this shape, keep going, you got it. All right, nicely done. Let's get you off that ball. Take a second, because it's also a lot to like lift your body up. So give your wrist a little break. And then we're gonna do the other side. My left butt cheek already feels amazing. Oh, it's like magic shit, man. All right, so your other side. So you're doing your figure 4, left ankle on top of the right. I'm just gonna take this stretch for a second. And then if you're ready, when you're ready, helicopter that ass up on your ball and start to do some exploring. This one is definitely got some more anger in it. How you guys doing? You okay? We're still friends. I'm gonna give you some good shoulder TPT after this. Got about 20 more seconds. Oh. Right here. If you find a magic spot, just stay there. I'm on a magic button right now. When you're on the magic button, try to resist, like squinting and fighting, like try to breathe, try to relax your face. It's just like anything, stretching, cold plunging. We gotta breathe, we gotta work with our nervous system. All right, let's get off of these balls. Oof. Again, give your shoulders, your wrists a little break. And then we're going to lay down onto our back and do a little doot and a little doot on our traps and shoulder area. So lay down on your back flat. I'm gonna come up close and show you exactly where I want you to stick these, okay? You're gonna keep your feet on the ground, and I wanna let you know that you can modulate how much of your weight does actually go onto the ball, because it's gonna feel very intense at first. Now let's start on our left shoulder. You're gonna put the ball in your right hand. You're laying down. I know I'm seated up, but you are laying down. And you're gonna kind of pick up your left shoulder and place this ball in your traps. So in the space right between the spine and the shoulder, I come close. You're gonna stick it like right here, right in there. Yeah, this is the spot right here you wanna stick it. That was delish, good, Rach. If you're still here, thanks for coming. All right, so once you got it here, you're just gonna see how it feels to lean some of that weight on the ball. And again, you can stay just like off to one side. This is like awesome. You can just stay leaning here, and you can explore by moving your left arm. This is great, yeah? You can also kind of wiggle on the ground a little bit. A lot of TPT rolling is like very humpy, grindy on the floor. Maybe that's why I like it. You just get to be a little weirdo on the floor. If you are without balls and you want to get into some shoulder stretches, you can work through your puppy pose. So you can go knees down to the ground like tabletop, hips above knees, walk the hands forward. See if you can work forehead to ground or chin and chest. So that's more for that. You can also stand up on the wall, do more cat stretching. Oh my God, so good. Yeah, and then if you're feeling real frisky, you could see, hey, can I lay flat on this thing? Especially when you do this more often, you get more used to doing self-massage. Your tolerance will increase, yeah. All right, we're gonna do just 10 more seconds. And then we'll start to, oh God, I was in a really sticky spot there and it made me stutter. Take your TPT ball out from underneath you. And I want you to just notice the difference from your shoulders. Like right now I'm like, wow, that's a brand new shoulder. I love it, so good. All right, so now you're going to opposite shoulder, right? So my left hand has the ball. I'm gonna pick up, place it in my trap. I'm gonna start leaning off to one side because that was pretty nice for me. And I'm just gonna start chugging around in there a little bit. Now, something that's really important that you need to do after this class, you need to drink a lot of water. We're releasing some shit, we're rolling some shit out. Really important to make sure you flush it out. So you want to be able to do a little bit of extra hydration today, okay? Pinky promise. Good. All right, and then again, maybe you find a cool spot, you just move the arm. And remember what I said earlier, resist wanting to wince. That literally sends signals to your brain that like, hey, I need to protect Tracy's body right now, and I'm gonna tense up because I don't like how this feels. It's literally how we're wired. But this is actually good for us, right? I mean, we still wanna honor the pain receptors, but The whole point of this is to be able to soften these spots a little bit, get some relief in the upper body, because this is typically where we hold a lot of tension and we do a lot of weird shit because of the way our lives usually are on computers and on phones, and we're always hunched over and we're never engaging our backs the way we should. Well, I wouldn't say never, but at least like not enough, you know what I mean? All right. If you tried kind of going flat after a while, see if you can really trust your weight onto there. All right, last couple breaths. I'm in the zone right now. All right, let's get off. Oof. Vibe with your new shoulders real quick. Wow. I'm always so amazed how much better I feel after just like 10 minutes of that. All right, my loves, for our last like 3 minutes, I want you to just find a comfortable, grounded position. Trust yourself to be in a shape that intuitively suits your needs. We'll do 5 more breaths here. Let your next breath get a little bit bigger. Express a little bit of gratitude for yourself, your space, your body. I always feel so much more grateful when I take some movement. You guys did great. Hope you're feeling ready for the day, ready for the week. If you have any Halloween plans tonight. Hope you feel ready for them. I'm just gonna keep working a little bit. Or maybe I'll make soup tonight. Oof. Yes. I want to put this cute lady back. Wow. I feel alive again. Oh, yay, Lauren. That makes me so happy. I feel alive too. Sorry you were sick. Hope you feel better. Yes, Kayla. Always a pleasure to have you, dude. I always feel so special when you come to class. Let's see what's next. What's next for me today? Oh, good, till 2, so I got a half hour to eat. Shayla, you and me, what is going on over here? I was like stretching the other day and like my whole shoulder was like several inches higher than the left. I was like, what? Oh, yes, Jessica. Happy to tenderize you. Yay, Joe. Yay, Yasna. Revived. I love that. Back to life. It's always so like reassuring to me when instead of like trying to use external things to revive me, I just like move a little bit and I'm like, oh, I feel better. Instead of like more coffee or whatever. I don't know. That's how I usually feel. I can naturally jazz myself up. Hell yeah. Kayla, yes. We appreciate you being a part of it. Oh, Anita, thank you. Happy Halloween. Oh, Jessica, thank you. I was really proud of that costume. I got like the cheapest suit I could find, but I really went all out on the briefcase. It's very reassuring that we won. I was like, people know. They know what's up. My playlist just kind of automatically like went on a radio station. I was like, oh, what is this? Donnie Darko soundtrack? Do you guys like Donnie Darko? Do you have any favorite Halloween movies? That's what I should ask. So good. This song is so pretty. Some of my favorite I'm not like a big jump scare movie fan. Like I really, I have some that I'm cool with, but usually I like the slow grind that was horrifying top to bottom. Like The Witch. Oh my God. terrifying. There's also this one that we watched because I just love creepy shit that are period pieces also. So The Witch is like New England, like right when they came over and started colonizing. And there's this other one called The Wind. That's about it's like they're out on the prairie. Oh my God, so scary. The Wind. A plains woman faces the harshness and isolation of the untamed land in the western frontier of the late 1800s. So scary. That one terrified me. Babadook, yes. Let the Right One In, the original. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. Love suspense. I take suspense in for the same thing. I like weird alien stuff too. I'm actually watching Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. If you guys are watching that too, it's so good, so good. I keep telling myself, because I keep watching them right before I go to bed, and I'm like, they're not that bad. Like, it's not that scary, but I feel like they keep getting more unsettling as I am watching them. Cabinet of Curiosities, you guys. Yeah, get on it. They're just like short stories with different or at least like different creative directors, but Guillermo del Toro's vision, it's incredible. Big recommend. Yeah. That's what I'm watching. All right, now I'll sit here and talk all day to you, but I should probably feed myself before I teach privates. So I just wanted to thank you all for coming to class. It means so much. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, Samhain if you celebrate, and then into November we go. I'll be teaching on Thursday. Our beginners class will be back. And then because it's the first Friday of the month, we'll also be teaching Quick and Dirty on Friday. I'll be updating the schedule and posting that up today because I do have a lot of visitors coming into town in November, so I want to make sure like I've got my schedule straight. But Mondays will be consistent. All right, my loves, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy your Halloween. You too, Yasna. Yes, dirty, quick, just the way I like it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.